That's right. You're damn right I did that. 8 down. 8 down. 8 profiles. You hear him? You hear him? He's trying to talk smack on me and Cletus. What is he talking about? That was the highlight of the show. You got a little haywire. I'm not going to let somebody take me out like that. Not going to happen. I'm never going away, Patdees. Matter of fact, this show is going to go into watching Patdees. We're going to watch Patdees videos. We're going to make fun of them the whole damn time.
Wow. Hey, guys, welcome. I know I was going to start the show tonight at 6 o'clock, and welcome to the bi-weekly eBay Sellers Showcase show. That's a mouthful, but hey, Phil, my brother down in Texas, the Texas Bandit, a $25 super chat. I really appreciate it. Right even before the show started, we were running a little bit behind, so I had at 3 o'clock I had made a choice. We probably was going to do it around 7:30, and we have some ice and snow where I'm at here in Pennsylvania, but that's not an excuse because I don't need to be outside to do that. So I took advantage of the situation. And my son is actually home from work today, and he is helping me. What we're doing is down here in my office here, and where a lot of stuff is, I've been overwhelmed with supplies, so I am putting in shelves, and it's helping a lot. We already put together, I say we, he put together a shelf last night, and I was up to about 7:30 this morning doing that, and really, instead of having stacks of stuff, really taking it up. So we actually went to Sam's Club, and I had him pick me up 2 more, and they were only $70 a piece, and they're like 5 foot, 72 inch, 2 foot. So it's really going to help me get better organized, which is really going to help me up my game as far, so sometimes what happens is, I think like a lot of people, you just get overwhelmed with all the stuff that there is. Hey, Schreiker, I don't know what you're doing, but I'm looking for anybody that wants to come in and just chit chat about eBay. We are going to feature the stores, but if anybody wants to come and chit chat, just talk about reselling, even if you're not selling on eBay right now, but you're interested in talking about the subject, pinned to the top is the StreamYard link. Now, if you want to come in and chat, Dave, I know Dave, you come on camera. I'm not sure if Phil wants to. Anybody that wants to come in, the thing is, I won't let you in unless the camera's on, and I know it's you. So this is the bi-weekly special. I was going to do it Monday because that's really like a 2-week mark, but I decided to do it tonight because I have a lot of things going on. I'm going to be 50 on Sunday. So it's my birthday this weekend. And usually I do a birthday show, but this year, because of scheduling conflicts, I'm not doing one this weekend. So I'm just going to get things organized. And that's what the big announcement's going to be, and I'm going to mention it later, is on Tuesday, 8 o'clock East Coast time, Rally Roots is going to be on my channel. I'm doing 1 interview a month. When I first started up doing YouTube, I was doing honestly 2 or 3 a week sometimes, or typically around 6 on average a month. So I had interviewed probably over 50 people, and when I first started doing YouTube, it was always wanting to have them come on the channel, and I just think that they're young, they're smart, they're good business people, they're resellers, and thank you. I'm going to say hi to a couple people, but I just wanted to get that out of the way. But the link is pinned to the top. Anybody that wants to come in, and no pressure. Makes it a little easier. Honestly, if I can hear sometimes a little voice in the background, but I'm going to say hello real quick. Again, Phil, thanks for the $25 super chat. That's very generous of you. I do appreciate it. As everyone knows, when we do these lives, we don't make no money. So it's all, basically just networking and putting the time in. And this is why I do this. So let me say hello to a couple people. Hey, Dave, thank you for coming by. Kevin Kelly. I don't know, Kevin Kelly. If there was a guy that used to work for the WWE that was an announcer, Kevin Kelly. A Royal Squirrel. Hey, guys, thank you for stopping. Schreiker, obviously always very loyal and supportive of many channels. So thank you for being here, bud. I appreciate it. 1987 Ventures Tracy. Hello, everyone. 1987. Wow, I was 15 years old back in 1987. No, I met my wife when we were 16. Okay. Whoa. You just got to mute your YouTube. How you been?
Okay. Good.
Did you mute your YouTube?
I turned my YouTube off, buddy.
Oh, there you go. Just tell everyone who you are. So the audience.
I'm the Texas Bandit. My name is Phil.
Brother Phil. How you been?
Well, we had ice today, man.
Yeah,
we don't need the ice in Texas.
We have it here. Let me finish up real quick saying hello to anyone I missed. TW Squared, thanks for stopping by. I appreciate it. And Mutton Ridge Finds, thank you. Hello, Pat and chat. Thank you. Phil, you don't go live much, do you?
No. I've got a face that's made for radio.
Well, I know the feeling. But
I could do podcasts all day long, but it's.
But I still venture on. I'm not giving up.
I've got one of those egos that's got to be stroked every now and then. I was an arrogant, self-centered, pompous ass when I was a child, and I just went downhill from there.
Yeah. Phil? Do you work? I don't even know. I've known you now for the last 2.5 years here. But do you have a full-time job and do this part-time?
No. I do this full-time. This is how I earn my living.
Oh.
I worked for probably almost 40 years. Well, longer than that, actually. I worked for Western Auto Company. Before they went belly up. I used to run shops for them. And hell, I started out as a mechanic twisting wrenches. And then after they folded up, I goofed around for a couple of years and went to work for the O'Reilly Auto Parts. And I was a store manager for them for 10 years, I guess.
Okay.
And we parted ways. They basically showed me the front door and said, "Here, it's time for you to go." And I said, "Okay." And I really haven't done anything then. I've sold comic books off and on for the past, since 1981. I started selling comic books. And had a comic book shop here in the east side of Houston, actually in Pasadena, Texas.
Mm-hmm.
And wife and I sold comic books. We had a nice little store, made good money, had a lot of fun, developed a lot of really good friends. And of course, after I folded that up during the big collapse in the early 90s, late 90s, I started selling on eBay. I started selling on eBay October of 98. And sold under I had a couple different stores, and I branched out and moved on. I got a lot of DVDs right now. I still sell a lot of books. I don't do comic books very often. I'm not really, you lose certain things in your life and you move on. I don't have the drive I used to have, so I don't really care about those. But,
right. Now, so you are making a full-time living doing it, Phil?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I've got 3 valid eBay stores, 2 or 3 others that I could open up and drop inventory in. Right. And Amazon is I had this hard time getting the grasp on Amazon. I make a little money, I lose a little money. I make bad buys, I lose some money.
Right.
They want to buy my house. Does everybody get the garbage calls or let us buy your house?
Do you need to get that, Phil?
No, it'll die here in a minute.
Okay. Hey, Schreiker, do me a favor. Just keep an eye on the chat. That warning is if somebody's gonna be a clown or play games. That the first warning is time you out. Next thing is I just hide you. So let's keep it family friendly. And
you'd never hide them, would you?
Oh yeah. I'm a stickler as far as I don't have time for that.
I think you hit me. You hit me the first time I was on. I made some wise comment.
Yeah, I probably didn't know who you were, and until you get to know people sometimes. And but I never want to, honestly, you take a lot of time doing this. I never want to go back. And I look, I'm not a prude. I watch, David Chappelle, Netflix and all that. But, I just think there's a place and a time for it. And when you're trying to invite people and be serious. And then what happens is you're trying to talk to someone and you're distracted by the chat. And sometimes people are just, honestly being ass clowns. And you just got to do what you got to do. So, but let's.
I like being the class clown.
Oh yeah, I don't mind class clowns. I just don't like ass clowns. All right, you gonna hang with me for a while?
I'll stay with you for a few minutes if you don't mind.
Yeah, I don't mind. I'm going to start sharing. What we did is we created this show to basically feature and just something to do to honestly hang out and talk about eBay and Dave's here too. Let me invite Dave real quick.
Saw Dave last night.
Hey, Dave.
Yo, what's up?
What's up? Did you mute your YouTube, bud?
Yeah, I'm not a rookie.
All right. I am. Basically, what I'm doing here is for $10 a year, you basically get 2 months. Is I wanted to do this to kind of feature some stores. If people want to come in and chat, and this is my website, thetravelingpicker.com, and under eBay subscribers promo, it's you pay the $10, and I feature stores. So right now we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, including myself, obviously. But so we take about 5 or 8 minutes and we just go through them. And when we did it 2 weeks ago, Adam came on, Stuart came on, Paul Antonelli came on the show, and it was nice because we were able to talk about the business and feature their store. And really what it's about is networking and communicating with other people and trying to just kind of answer questions or just give that little extra push. Now, obviously, at $1 a month, I'm not making no money, because what we're doing is we're turning around and spending it and buying the stuff right back into people's stores, or we even give it to a viewer that's in the chat. Now, last time, the lady that won was the lady that her store is right here, Source eCamp, and she didn't spend the $10 credit that we gave her, so we'll just be spending that in someone else's store today. So before we get into that real quick, I'm going to stop sharing that screen and let's say hi to Dave. Dave, tell him who you are.
I'm Dave. I'm from California. Been reselling off and on for quite a while. Lost my job in 2008 to the recession, opened up an eBay store, sold vintage records, sheet music, press shots, things of that nature. For about 2.5 years, got nervous, went back to work, worked that job for about 6 years, got laid off again, decided I wanted to stop that grind and go back to just working for myself. So I started off, oddly enough, app-based, doing Uber, Lyft, DoorDash. I mean, I worked every platform. I mastered basically every platform out there, and I was probably one of the far and few people that do what's called multi-platforming.
Yeah, doing the gig work.
Yeah, I would take an Instacart order, a DoorDash order, and an Uber Eats order, like all at the same time, and work and just hustle, make that money.
Yeah.
And, but all along, I kind of had this concept while I was doing it that, in the back of my mind, I always wanted to open the store back up, or I really wanted to get into Amazon. I had done a lot of research on like affiliate marketing and drop shipping, things like that, and really couldn't wrap my head around it. I never did RA when I had the eBay store before. It was just straight vintage. And, so I decided to tackle Amazon and get the eBay store back up and running. So I'm only in like maybe a couple years now, just kind of getting familiar with Amazon, but primarily Amazon now. Like I consider my eBay store the redheaded stepchild. I mean, it gets forgot about constantly with the volume I'm doing now with Amazon.
Yeah, that was my problem, but I realized, back in 2020, I had done about $230,000 for the year. And this past year, I only did about 120. And I mean, a lot of that had to do with premium, with prices, and obviously because the demand was so hot when things were closed down, and I had some personal issues at Christmas time, a death in the family, so I kind of took a little bit of a break there. But I personally realized, and that's another reason why I wanted to do this, is basically stay connected to people and really talk about it, was to motivate myself to do a better job on eBay, because plenty of examples, if you're doing with me trying to grow the channel and seeing the post on social media as far as Instagram, and even people are on TikTok now talking about reselling, that I got to up my game and push myself, that I'm missing out on opportunity, that eBay, as far as the margin, is just so much better, that it's nice and easy to sell, like, say, 200 of a product on Amazon, but it's also nice, like, perfect example today is I had 3 packages going out on eBay. It's $150. One of them was a pair of slippers that I paid $6 for. I sold them for $25 plus shipping. And the other was HP ink that I can't sell on Amazon, but I could sell on eBay. And that together, that was $120. Where off of that $150, I probably made $75. Very rare can you make that kind of money selling stuff on Amazon.
Dave, do you have a problem with some of the newer technology, the TikTok, the various platforms? I can't wrap my head. I can't wrap my head around sitting with a phone all day, advertising my Poshmark site or my sales.
My problem with TikTok is a little different. Like I get on TikTok, and then next thing you know, it's 2 a.m, and I don't know what I was doing for the last 4 hours watching TikTok videos. That's about my equivalent.
Well, that's my extent of it. It'll show up as, hey, watch this. And and then the next one will pop up. Oh yeah, that's pretty cool.
It sucks you in,
Well, yeah, I do. I'll lay in bed a lot at night, and I'll be watching Netflix or something, and then you're looking at your phone, and if you look at one, it just naturally rolls into something else. So that happens all the time. Hey,
I'm talking about as far as selling goes.
Yeah, I don't do nothing selling.
I don't do any. Yeah,
as far as that.
I see. There's
most promotion I do is promoted listings, maybe eBay. That'd be about it.
Well, I'm very heavy into promoted listings. In fact, I probably go the deep end of it. I usually run everything in a minimum of 10%.
Yeah.
And I find I get a lot more sales in the 10%. There's a Japanese professor, and I can't remember, wrote a couple books on advertising in America. He's in SoCal. He's in your area, Dave.
Okay.
His big thing is advertise. That your business is built on your advertising. And the only one I know of that doesn't advertise is Jiffy, who makes all the little cake mixes and all that. But hell, they're the only one on the market. You can buy a $2 cake mix that's worth a damn. You get a 99-cent Pillsbury, and you could patch up the bottom of your shoe with it. But advertising. eBay's the only place I know in the world where you can get square footage for 10% of your profit. You can't get a television ad for that. You damn sure can't get them to anybody else to put your product as sponsored at the top of the list. I've got my DVDs. When you pop even the garbage DVDs I have at 10%, my garbage still floats to the top.
Yeah. I usually do the like whatever the recommended is, and I stay about 2% above recommended.
Yeah. And most of the time, like in that areas, it's 8 to 10%, and I'll do a full 10% on everything. But I have 2 other stores that one is just a general catch-all, and I run everything at 10% there. Sometimes I have very good sales.
It depends on
my GP isn't really good on some of it, but it's still a profit for a slow-moving item.
It depends on the item too, because if it's an item that sells kind of quickly, like it may sell on Amazon, I might run that at like 1 or 2%.
Yeah.
Hey, April and Amy.
It's gonna sell anyways. Like, I gotta mention that I sell primarily new product.
Right.
eBay, Amazon, like I sell very little used product. I don't do really any thrifting, garage selling, any of that. I don't do Goodwills. Straight RA.
Dave, what I didn't catch. What state are you in again?
I'm in Southern California.
Oh, okay.
About 50 miles outside of LA.
Yeah. Are you happy with doing the reselling?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I love it.
How about you, Phil?
Probably on 90%. I'm probably 90% RA.
Yeah.
So new material.
So for me,
it's a
Hi T. Thank you for the super chat. I appreciate it.
For me, I traveled with a band for like 15 years, the music industry. So I've been everywhere, all over America. So that was part of the really intriguing part about this. Like this was the opportunity for me to still go back on the road, because I do trips across America when I source, or I go somewhere and I drive far and we'll tackle a lot of areas, you know?
Yeah.
For me, that's a bonus. Like I miss that, you know, this is my opportunity to get back on the road and enjoy that aspect of, you know, what I miss from those days of touring, you know?
Now, let me ask you guys, either one of you do any like yard sales, flea markets? In other words, sell at those type of, I'm really thinking of, I've been watching one of the guys that actually comes on here, Stuart, that we featured his store, Franklin Hill Ventures. And I was watching another guy, you know, for the little bit of rent that you pay, sometimes you can do, like, here he is now, Stuart, he's doing a nice job setting up, and, you know, you don't have to have an employee there. And, you know, obviously there's work involved, but it's just another revenue and avenue source that I'm really going to look into this year. Beaumont Picker, thank you for stopping by. Beaumont Picker says he's in California too, Dave.
How about Picker?
Do you, hey, Glenn, thanks for stopping. Do you find, what's that?
I think he posted my YouTube channel. I'm more of a behind the scenes. I don't post anything. I have some like garbage videos from probably 15 years or 10 years ago.
Right. I'm trying to honestly, and I just deleted. I deleted over 200 videos in the past month.
Yeah.
And you know, when I first started YouTube, I didn't understand it. I really didn't think about it as a business, or I was like, oh, just get on here and kind of. And then someone said, oh, you can make money doing it. I'm like, oh, okay. And you know, but I was like, there's some days I was like, okay, yeah, I sold a bunch of stuff, but oh wow, I'm going to go to an amusement park, or I'm going to go to this, I'm going to go let's feature that. But the problem is I didn't realize, which makes sense, is you don't go to a pizza place to buy lobster. Right. So you basically got to niche it down, and if you know, if you're going to be reselling content, that's what you are. You know, Phil, do you?
So how was the lobster?
Exactly. Not too good.
No.
Schreiker says if you're on the screen, he's dropping your link.
That's all right. There's not much to see. You can just see me riding a skateboard on a couple videos, and I think.
Are you riding the skateboard to the yard sales?
Oh no, I used to ride skateboard fast downhill, like 40, 50 miles an hour.
Yeah.
One of those guys.
Hell of a trip with no brakes, maybe.
Yeah.
I always wanted to try. Back when I was a teenager, I used to go on. You know, I used to ride a lot of bike actually, but once in a while, the neighbor kid would have like the motorcycle. We would go through the creek and stuff. I tried like a skateboard once. I'm like, nah, I'm not falling off and breaking my arm. Forget it now. It's hard to see him. Here we are now, 35 years later. I ain't doing none of that stuff.
That's essentially why I stopped. I don't know if you noticed. I can't bend my arm all the way.
Okay.
Last accident was I dislocated my elbow really bad.
Oh, geez.
And it never went back right.
Yeah, and you know, when you're doing this, you can't be afford. You know, since I'm just pretty much a one-man show. My kid will help me a little bit with it, but my wife has a full-time job. I can't be laid up because you know I got to keep hustling.
You don't bounce back like when you were a kid. That's for sure.
No.
It's a different kind of bounce now. Like it's a bounce and shit breaks.
Exactly.
And it hurts.
And it hurts, yeah.
All right. Well, I'm going to start featuring some of these stores. If you guys want to hang, that's fine. And I'm
going to bail on you, Pat. I got a dog looking to.
All right. No problem, Phil. Hey, Phil, thanks for the $25 super chat. I appreciate it, brother.
Hey, Pat, if anybody deserves it, you're the good man. You make that $25 work the way it should.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
We'll talk to you later.
All right, buddy.
Good meeting you.
Keep up the good work, Dave.
Yeah, take care.
All right, Dave. So I'm gonna me and you are gonna be on the side like this.
Cool.
And I'm gonna feature these stores. And if anytime you want to inject something or say something, please do. Okay. All right. So what I got to do, full disclosure, and this young lady reached out to me. When I was scrolling down last week, I forgot, and I stopped right here. And what happened was, this is the free spot. I forgot to feature this store. She's like, "Oh, no big deal." So what I told her was, I'll feature it twice, and I'll probably go in there and buy something. So it basically what happens is, for the $10, also you get a link, you get a little. This is her store logo for eBay, and then this link works out here. So both, if you click on that or to find out more, they're both. So let's go into Wild Nine's Arts and Stuff. She has 117 items listed, 18 followers. So if you guys want to check this out, please check out. Let's click on some of the items that she has. 607. I don't know how long she's been. Let's kind of get an idea to see some of the stuff that she 122 items listed. Minecraft, a lot of, I mean, you can see right now there's a big variety as far as some people, like, if they're selling shoes, they're just selling shoes. She's selling I say she because her message that she sent me, that I could tell she's a woman. So there's cassettes. Now, Dave, is there certain things that you like to sell and certain things you don't like to sell?
I think I like to sell things that sell for a lot more money, so it doesn't really matter.
Right. Yeah.
What it is, it could be. Yeah, I'll sell everything.
Hey, Donna. Thank you for stopping in. Now, here's a perfect. Oh, it says it's a damaged package. Here's a perfect example. Do you do RA with any toys at all?
That's kind of a new uncharted territory. Yeah, I mean, I have some that I did. I did one OA project this year that I sold over fourth quarter that worked out really well.
Right.
Tried dabbling with like Hot Wheels and stuff, but you know what I mean, kind of not enjoying that ride. Too many IP, too many certificate issues.
Yeah. Now here's an item, like at Christmas time, I was selling a bunch of these type items, and it's amazing what Amazon, the premium, what people will pay versus eBay.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Now it says damaged box, but traditionally, I mean, this item could $15 to $30 typically on Amazon, but it's a short window. I've seen things that sell for $23 on Amazon that now are only $8. So sometimes when you have that short window and you need to fill it, that's when you need to do it. So
I will say this: I'm not afraid to list like used, like new, or very good or good condition on Amazon. So even when you have those toys that, like, you look at it and you go, well, this is not Amazon worthy, I'm just going to sell it on eBay for half the amount of money. Well, no. There's still more money to be made. You just got to disclose it. You take the pictures, put it in the description. And I've had like no issues. I sell a ton of it on Amazon.
Vintage vintage GI Joe shoes. Yeah, that's one thing. I got some Fila. Am I saying that right? Fila? Yeah, right. I can't believe. Now look at this: $20 for a good pair of sneakers and that's cheap.
Yeah.
I mean, with shipping, and they're willing to take an offer. So there you go. Fila Memory Speech running shoe, black, which is good, because it hides any dirt. And 20. Oh, new with defects. All right, let's see. Maybe that's why. Let's see what the defects are. There are brand new, no show of wear, except the bottoms look like they were walked around the store. Please see pics. Oh, wow. Oh, there's probably a little. Oh, okay, yeah. Maybe somebody wore them twice. I see what they mean, but that's no big deal. That's still good at really $30 for a pair of sneakers. That's not a lot. I mean, you go to Walmart now and it's $25 for a pair of sneakers. Yeah. Patriots. I wonder if she is. I don't know where when these people sign up, where they live. So I wonder if it lives up my way. I live in Pennsylvania. Do you ever get any snow there, Dave?
Yeah, what's that?
No?
Yeah, I don't even know. I go visit. We get it, but you can go visit it. You just drive up to the mountain and there's
right. How far do you have to drive for that?
Oh, I don't know, an hour. Yeah. Big Bear Mountain. It's not far.
New England Patriots. If Tom Brady was still there, probably would sell. She's got a lot of stuff that's honestly under $20. Reasonable stuff. Donna, I can't even see who has or not. Usually what I do you have, hold on, Donna. Donna, you don't drop links anyways. Yeah, I was looking for it, but oh, wait a minute. Oh, what is this?
Ooh.
Dragon Balls. My friend Jeebus, but I don't know if he has this game, Atari. $10. I wonder how much that. But $7.90 shipped. I don't think that's a lot of money. What do you think that's worth?
I don't know. I have to look that one up.
Yeah, I'm gonna look it up real quick here. I felt bad because you
don't use context search.
What do you mean? What's that?
Oh, you got to install that. Context search is an app. An extension you can install, and then so like when you would highlight something, you just right click it, you go to context search, and then it opens up where do you want to open that up in? Do you want to open it up in Amazon? Do you want to open it up in eBay? You want to open it up in Google?
Oh, I didn't even know what that. Yeah,
save you a lot of time when you're doing a lot of OA. You know what I mean? You're bouncing back and forth and trying to get counts. You know?
Yeah, these games are anywhere from $10 to $15. So I thought, maybe this was something that I could do OA and flip. So let's go back to and when I have the screen here, I try to make sure that nothing comes up that shouldn't come up. Oh wow! Now here's a shirt, $190.
The pill.
Single stitch, public image, rare.
PIL, man, I haven't heard that for a while.
Yeah. So if you guys want to check her store out, greatly appreciate it. We're going to move on to I didn't see anything that was catching my eye personally that I would keep myself, but that's not, what people always constantly listing. But her prices are reasonable. Here's a Boston Red Sox, $16 or best offer with free shipping. So it's not like, she's got a lot of affordable stuff in her store. Okay. I think she must be up a lot of Boston stuff. So she must be up my way. All right. So the next one that signed up was Diamond H Sales. Hey, Jenny, thanks for stopping by. Diamond H Sales, 4,400 items, 38 followers. He's got 1172 items. He's away to February the 7th, which is no big deal. That's Monday. If you guys, there's 26 in here. The big announcement is I was going to do this over the weekend, or I was going to do a show over the weekend for my birthday, but there's a scheduling conflict and couldn't do it. So, but actually Tuesday I am doing an interview with the Rally Roots. So they are going to be on my channel at 8:00 Tuesday. I've been I want to say more of a fan. I've talked to Ryan through Instagram. I never talked to him in person, but him and Allie are going to be on the show Tuesday night. So I'm excited about that because when I first started YouTube, they were one of the reasons why that I wanted to do this. And I just thought, wow, they're great young people and they're hard worker and they're very successful. Wow. Now this person has a lot of stuff listed. 11. Obviously, we can't show all 1,179, but we can. So they specialize eBay Motors, business and industrial, collectibles, vintage factory, folding knives, clothing, vintage. Oh, here's Disney. I always like to click on Disney because I personally like Disney stuff myself. So. No, I don't think so because Callie doesn't live with them. So actually, I talk to Callie more often on Instagram than I do Ryan and Allie, but I almost kind of gave up on asking them because they only do in the last 3 years. I think they've only done 3 or 4. I think they've done 4 from what I understand. They did 2 with the same guy and 1 with an Australian couple and then 1 with another channel. So, Callie, I've messaged back and forth here and there, but we don't talk about Ryan. I mean, I've bought a couple things from them, but we don't talk about Ryan and Allie. She posts something on Instagram, I comment. So, but this store has a lot of. Are there things that you buy, Dave, that you collect or?
Well, used to.
Are you part?
Yeah, vinyl records. That was like my thing for a while.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Haven't in a long time. I mean, I have, God, a whole entire shelf full of thousands of 45s, 33s, 78s.
Yeah, I like the old school LJN wrestling figures, and I like Lunchboxes, and I like cards, but I got lots of cards. And the problem with the cards is sometimes you mention you like cards, and then people want to sell you like, they think a whole box of 2,000 cards is worth a lot of money, and it's not because they were over mass produced that year. So
that's what I have. I have all that stuff from like right in the early 90s. I have 2 boxes full of all brand new stuff.
Right.
Bought like in the beginning of the 90s and just basically time capsuled them and put them away and haven't touched them since. So I mean, I guess it's kind of starting to come back, right?
Well, there you go. Stuart says vinyl records are bread and butter items in his booth, where it probably sells enough to pay the rent and all the extra other stuff is that unique customer, but at least that pays the overhead,
Yeah.
Boy, I like, that's why I like, one of the reasons I like doing that. Oh yeah, I don't blame him, Phil. And honestly, there's a lot of people that, and me and Ryan are going to talk about that a little bit, is you go on and you just don't know, or sometimes. So I think he, had enough faith in me, and he actually did a Christmas thing for me 2 years ago when I did the Christmas special. So I've been communicating with him, but yeah, and they're busy, and and I get it. So, this is Paul Antonelli's Toys and Stuff Collectibles. He's based out of California. It's weird how some stores see, and it's just, I guess, the way you lay out your links. Here's got a comic book, $15,000. Could you imagine waking up one day and that has that has an offer or sold?
Right.
He does YouTube auctions once in a while too, and sometimes I'll buy stuff off of him. He'll get stuff because he used to buy it by the case. I guess back in the day he had a shop and used to have access to a lot of this stuff. It's amazing, back in the day, even I would say 10 years ago, you used to buy wrestling action figures at Walmart, and wow. Oh, I recently sold a Disney statue for $4,000 and it arrived smashed by the.
I remember talking about that. Yeah.
Is this the one? Did they do a video?
I think she had posted something about that happening on Instagram or something. I remember seeing.
Yeah, because was it covered? Was it Amy? Was it covered by the insurance? Because it's one of those things. You have a $4,000 statue, and you sell it for let's say $2,500. How does that work out as far as the insurance? Do you get paid the full value, or
right.
or you're just getting paid what you would have sold it for. Obviously with UPS, I think I think I saw that you're insured up to $100, but then you buy additional insurance. So that must have been a hard pill for them to swallow. Boy, it's funny. I just pulled this up. The Flints. I was always a big fan of the Flintstones, but look at this shirt. I remember this shirt when this was a like extra thing that you bought for like $5 or $8 at McDonald's.
From the 90s.
Yeah, 1990. I think if you caught it real quick, 1994.
Oh, 94, yeah.
Yeah, I was 1994. I was like 21, 22 years old. Wow. Look at that. She got $4,225 back. That was one of the things, and she just made me think about it. With having all this inventory, and we're going to go to Source Camp. What happens if you have a flood or a fire and you don't have so I went to mine insurance company and said, hey, I'm running a business out of the house. And they said, oh, as long as you have enough coverage, you're covered. And how much would you say your stuff is worth? I said, at that time, I think I told them $25,000. They said, no, you're fine. That would just basically be in as part of what your stuff is. So sometimes, you might want to look and make sure you have the right amount or the company that you're with. Now this seller here, Source Camp, she is a new eBay seller. You can see she only got 17 feedback, but let's see the variety of her items. 253 items, and Concord microphone, hats, a lot of clothes. I think that's when people first start out, they kind of test the waters, and obviously because clothes is do you sell clothes, Dave?
I try and, well, not really. I try and stay away from it.
Yeah, I try to sell them when I can.
Try, yeah.
When I could get stuff that, I wouldn't even mind buying if I could buy stuff for $5 and sell it for $15. And even at the end of the day, if you make $3 or $4, I know some people say, oh, I wouldn't even bother for $3 or $4. But if you can make, if you could do enough volume,
right?
What I got to start doing is I got to start upping my average. All right, Stuart, thank you. Getting ready to head in Target. Everyone, a good evening. Look forward to the next one. Thanks, Stuart. Appreciate that. His profile pic is actually, he supported me at Christmas time with one of my T-shirts.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Which reminds me, actually, hey, Phil, I'll reach out to you, and you gave me a $25 super chat. I'm going to send you one of those Spreading Christmas Cheers Patdees shirt. Let me write that down. Send Phil a shirt. So here's my email. I don't know if you're still listening, Phil. And send me your shirt size, and I will send you a shirt to you. So there you go, Phil. Phil comes on, and you'll see him hang out in the chat when Scott the Bearded Picker's on a lot. Dave.
Yeah.
I don't know if you ever noticed.
Yeah.
Sometimes people in the chat. So, all right. The next store is April's. Oh, she got some bids on costume jewelry. She's only got about 85 items listed. Are you ever surprised by what some things like, wow, I didn't think that would sell?
Yeah.
Yeah. I just did a video the other day where I got a scarf, a Hermes scarf for $3 from the Salvation Army, and I sold it for $102.
Yeah, I just sold a Black & Decker can opener for $338 open box.
Wow.
Like new on Amazon.
Oh, and you sold it on Amazon?
Yeah. Like new open box.
It's funny because I haven't sold everything that I sell except for books. I've sold like new. Oh, that's cute. A little turtle. I like the stone that's in that.
Yeah, anything that gets packaging damaged, ripped, torn, crumpled, I'll take pictures of it and sell it like new. I mean, the product is essentially new. The packaging is just damaged.
Yeah. Now, are you shipping that FBM or FBA?
Do both.
Yeah. Well, it just surprises me because I know a lot of stuff that gets returned. Hey, never too old. Thanks for stopping by. I appreciate it. A lot of people that buy those returns by the truckload or the pallet, but I didn't know if anybody could send that stuff in like that.
Yeah.
Like
when I'm doing RA, I won't hesitate to buy it. Like if I know it sells and the product's good, like if there's packages that are smashed or torn, I'll still buy them. Like pay the same price. I don't care. I know they're going to sell.
Right.
Now
here's a Record Crate store, Adam.
Oh, cool.
He sells just records. He was a guest last week. He participates and he got this special logo. He's in the Carolinas. Record store day where he participates. He does stuff on YouTube too, where if you check out his channel, and he'll do a lot of he'll go on for like an hour and sell records for $5-10. Buy it now.
That's cool.
Yeah. I like records. When I first started doing YouTube, I was playing vinyl records. But the problem is I didn't realize that even though I knew I was going to get paid for it, but I just wanted to enjoy it and hoping that but no, some I don't understand why some of them are banned in certain countries. So it just became too much of an issue with copyright. So Stuart, who was just here in the chat, Franklin Hill Adventures, this is his store. Oh wow! I actually bought a what are these? Hair clips. Oh wow, that's a good photo. Nice and clean. I like the white, really the clean white. No, the background. That's where I got to even do a better job. Sometimes is the pictures. April's asking, I'm trying to rid myself of a lot of jewelry, so I got a sale going. Does anybody else do sales? Yes. Oh, Phil, there's I put my email, buddy. I'm going to send you a t-shirt. So email me, and I don't know if I don't know. You got something, maybe you got something for me before, but just please reach out. I got a couple of those Christmas t-shirts left. So let's look at Stuart's, a lot of the stuff that he got. I don't know if that's is that a real word or not? This guy runs into some unique stuff though. 759 items.
Yeah, he has a unique store. I met him in Vegas. You should go. You should go this year, dude. Go to the Boss Reseller Remix.
Yeah, I'm not one for. That's the really one for Vegas.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm not a drinker. I like to play cards occasionally, but I'm not like a person that goes to the casino every month. My gambling is more into the stock market, I guess. And and lately that's been worse than I'd probably be cheaper going to the.
Oh God, tell me about it. Crypto is in the shitter right now.
Well, crypto was actually up today.
Is it up? I haven't looked at it. I'm mining helium.
10 and 15%.
My mining went down. Like I was mining close to a coin a day, and now I'm like barely a quarter coin a day. Like,
yeah,
it did go up a little bit. Yeah,
with inflation and everything that's going on, what I like about Stuart is he posts a lot of his pictures too. He's got great pictures. He posts his pictures on Instagram. That's where I saw this one tray. It was a little trinket tray. I think it was like $13. And I went in there and he had given me a 20% off discount code and bought it. And so last week I actually bought from his store.
I was surprised to find out how many resellers made good money off Instagram. When I went to that Boss Reseller Remix, that was something that was an eye-opener for me. I really didn't have any idea that people made the money that they made.
I don't know anything about it, that people that sell on Instagram, but I know a guy that sells cards constantly on Twitter.
Yeah.
And it's like, even myself, I was a little stubborn with, like, I got to do a better job. You'll see these listings up on Facebook, And there are people selling a lot of stuff on Facebook. And some people, once they make up their mind, if they have a bad experience with eBay or Amazon, they just go to those platforms, and that becomes their new way of buying and selling.
Yeah.
So I want to really, I made up a chart the other day where I have, like super chats, I have, Amazon, eBay, like 6-7 different things. And I really want to be diversified as far as what money's coming in for me. And I want to do a better job. The potential for eBay is still, people say, oh, eBay is slow. I think sometimes it just depends what you're selling, the time of the year. It's still the most second, traffic that is out there. It's still doing, billions of dollars in revenue, and eBay grabs a portion of that.
eBay is one of those, you got to play the algorithm. You want to make money, you know what I mean? You want things to sell, you got to list. You know what I mean?
Well, and sometimes some stuff is just not worth what people are asking.
No.
And,
I mean, you got to be realistic too,
Yeah, you can't be married to the stuff, and especially people that, let's say, buy storage unit or buy things in bulk. If you only got $1 into it, and I know some people, I don't want to be bothered if it's $10 or $20, but and then there's just some things that just aren't going to sell. It's just the way that. Oh, this is what I bought, something similar to this last week, but it was this is nice. I actually like this one too. I like anything that's historical to the, like the White House and stuff like that. I like historical because when you look back at, down the road, I'm going to add that to my watch list.
See, I'm lazy. I hate trying to figure out things that are hard, that take time to figure out the comps. I think that's why I leaned more towards new product, because it's just kind of cut and dry. It is what it is. This is worth, you know what I mean? Like,
right.
You can get a lot more metrics on the history of that product.
Well, it is. I mean, like I said earlier, it is nice to, if like, I'm going to say soap. If I could sell 300 soap, and I know I'm making $3 a bottle on soap, that's nice to repeatedly do that. I know the same size box. I know if someone gets 2 or 3, I know what box I need to use. But I don't want to. I see so many. There's a guy out in Florida, California. Is it Golden State Picker? An older guy. He used to sell furniture or something like that, and he does eBay and Amazon, and doing tremendously well. Sells a lot of books, and and I look and I say, wow, I could be doing that. But like you said, I mean, I got stuff, and this is why we're putting in this new shelving. I have piles of stuff down here right now that you like. I had picked up 200 pairs of shoes. Then I bought a Models, the 3 Models that closed down. Then 2 Gorshams. All of a sudden, you're trying to get the stuff out of the van, and you're just kind of coming in with boxes, and you're like, oh, and then when you are busy enough on Amazon, you're like, oh well, it don't matter. I'm doing good with that. But that's when the slow periods you got to motivate yourself to get going. Not be like, oh, it's slow and I'm not doing, then you can get stuck. I know people that get stuck in that rut. Yeah. I've made a choice that, right now there's no garage sales, yard sales where I live, that this is the time to get better organized and up my listings.
That's what I did.
This is the time.
Yeah, I did it. I just liquidated thousands of dollars worth of shit from last year that I'm like, it's not worth, I'm better off donating it and writing it off than chasing it. It didn't sell well then. Why is it going to sell well now? You know what I mean?
Well, some people don't want to be bothered with, but it's funny. I'm friends with Treasure Hunting with Jeebus, and they do that dollar yard sale. And some people are like, you'd be surprised. All of a sudden, 600-800. I mean, I know some people come out because of who they are. And I'm friends with Taco Stacks at the flea market. He sells a lot of items for $1. But, it's amazing when you clean out a storage unit and you got 20, 30 boxes, and all of a sudden people, when it's just like at the Dollar Tree. When it's $1, people go in there to spend $10, they spend $15 because they're like, hey, it's $1. They grab this, they grab that. And before you know it, instead of that stuff going into the landfill or going and, they're pocketing a couple $100. It adds up. You just got to be willing to do it if you want to, deal with that nonsense. You got to be willing to do it. But my downfall is for me is just getting better organized. We can only park in half our garage. The other half is filled. I need to have 2 tables, 3 tables in there that when I unload stuff that I can process it. I just had to go out and rent a storage pod because I got 2. I was just down in, I drove 3 hours away and filled a 15-foot box truck filled with 2 pickups of stuff that's probably worth about $10,000 to $15,000. Now, I had to unload it that night and it's all jammed in that thing, but you know what? It's not going to make me any money if I don't start getting it listed. And okay, no one's racing your messages.
I'm changing my game this year. I'm trying to do more FBA, keep the inventory at Amazon. I've got my stock limit up now. So,
hey, Ed G, no one's erasing your messages. Hold on. No, he's only kidding around. There's no messages getting erased. No, I just looked at it. All right, you're good. You're good, Tiny. He's a local friend of mine. He would do bear carvings and stuff like that, and been about 20 years. That's what he did for a living. He made a lot of money doing that.
That's a unique art.
Yeah. He calls. He texts me to bust my. I said, call me. He goes, no, I don't like to call. I said, well, I don't like to text. So he'll bust my chops. KT Treasures, what are we doing? We are doing that also. Yes, getting organized. Yeah. I mean, I have the potential to list $10,000 more. Why let it go to waste? Why am I not doing it? Yeah. So we're on Mr. Buys a Lot, and as you can see, he has 182,000. I mean, listings. Yeah, exactly. And Schreiker is my good friend, and he knows that unless you have an alter ego, that's the only one that. And if they push it too far, I just block you. I don't care. I have probably 1,000 people blocked on the channel if they can't behave themselves, and that's the only downside with social media. But it don't matter. We just hide you, and that's it. And we don't even see it. But he's got. Oh my God, he's listed a lot more things. I didn't even realize. He's listed clothes now. It must be what he moved to. Do you know Brian, Mr. Buys a Lot, Dave?
No, not personally. I haven't met him yet. I know who he is, but
you know who he is, right?
Yeah.
Oh, I like this shirt. Wow. Oh, it says it's located in Allentown. What size is it? I can only wear a 2X right now. That's one of I got to get myself. He doesn't have this. What's going on here, Brian? You don't have his lister must have screwed up. They don't have the shirt. Oh, here it is. Small. You have to look at but in the description or anywhere, it doesn't have so that definitely wouldn't fit me.
Yeah, gotta come join me and Scott on the keto.
Well,
I lost 50 pounds last year, Pat.
Yeah, I've done it. I've lost 100 pounds. Yeah. When I did it, I went in for cancer surgery. So I had 5 surgeries and 41 rounds of radiation, and I have a rare blood cancer, and so I get fatigued. But honestly, I just got to stay away from carbs. I've
really all it is.
Yeah,
I like to do keto. Just don't eat the carbs. You know?
Oh my God! Look.
Wow! Look who is back now.
Wow. Well, there goes that.
Well, there's that.
Unless he got mad when a couple people said to him, "Hey, is it you doing it?" And he kind of was getting his chops busted about it. So it's somebody that knows us, but it's going to be Connie went into mourning or hiding for a long time for the past 5 months. But Connie, welcome back. And it can't be unless they copied that photo. I mean, that photo was hard to find. I don't know, but I don't know. It's funny because when Connie came around, I timed her out. Wow, that kind of I'm nervous now. Like I'm like, because there were so many shows like I mean, I don't do lives a lot, but I'd be on with Steve. We'd be over at Scott. I said, well, and we said, wow, isn't that funny? Connie's, and wow. Well, who knows? Well, welcome. Took a vacation. I didn't realize he had so many clothes. He had bought a lot of clothes, so I don't know what the heck's going on that he has a lot of clothes listings now. So let's see. Is there anyone I missed? No, I featured all the stores, and like I said, I apologize because last week, Wild 9 Arts and stuff, I forgot about them. So I'll mention them twice. Please go check out their eBay store. They got a variety of things. Cassettes. You sell cassettes at all?
No, I haven't. I have some like extremely rare ones.
Yeah, I sell them, but you maybe get $5, and some do, some don't.
Yeah, I have a case of like cassette tapes that nobody has.
Now, one thing I'm doing, and another thing, and I was a little skeptical of doing it because, sometimes you get people that are unreasonable. But, one thing with my eBay store, what I'm doing now is every time I'm featuring, I put this postcard in there. It says, thank you. And the traveling, it says, follow me on YouTube, Instagram, and visit my online store and my web. So the only thing is now when people buy from me on my eBay store, they can literally put a face. You know how many times you buy something from somebody, you don't know who they are.
Yeah.
So I'm taking the risk, like, oh, please, Pat, like, please make sure you're doing a good job on everyone. Honestly, sometimes, like, especially when you get a lot of listings, that you drop the ball and you can't find something, and then you give them their money back. And 5 days later, you're moving stuff around and you come across it. And it's like, oh.
So I try and treat my eBay store a little bit like my Amazon store, in the sense that I try not to let those things sit for that long. You know what I mean?
Right.
And move it. I mean, it didn't move in 6 or 9 or 10. You know what I mean? For whatever reason, it didn't move. It didn't move to begin with. So either it was you didn't want to list it, or, you know what I mean? There's usually a reason.
Right.
And then being able to not find stuff, like I know Scott goes through that, and he just cleaned up a bunch of his inventory.
Who was that?
Beard Picker.
Everybody
He had the same problem, man. He's like, dude, I had like 4 or 5 things like I couldn't find today. He goes, enough of that. He goes, I just went and like pulled down he pulled like 200 listings down.
Well, what happened was we had another store with my son, and because he has a full-time job, he would sell something maybe on like a Thursday, and all of a sudden it's like Monday I would like kind of see like, Josh, you sold something. I said, it's been 4 or 5 days. We got to get this out. And it was turning into a problem. And finally everything just said to heck with it. We took everything down in that store. The problem is we didn't have Josh's store and Dad's store as far as inventory. So a lot of stuff came down, but stuff was mixed together. So that became an issue. But I sell a variety of stuff. I mean, you could see here, and I've been upping my listings. My listings right now are 725. Last year, I was only averaging 250, 300. And I will say, right now, it's funny. I got about 450 more items sold, listed, and I'm selling more items. So go figure.
It's funny how that works, right? You don't even want to know. My store, I got like 20 listings right now.
Oh, that's it? Oh, okay.
I told you, redheaded stepchild, man. Like the direction has been totally focused on Amazon, and I need to get some other stuff listed.
Even with me, I'm trying to, I made this banner art, Patdees. Now, I made this a couple years ago. From baseball cards to bulldozers, we've sold many items over the last 21 years. It's been longer than that because I did sell a bulldozer one time, and cards I've always been interested in cards, and I even changed now where I put my logo. So, and the strategy to that for me, Dave, is to really just do a better job and really get people that are following me on YouTube that want to support me, and you know, they buy things from my store. I mean, Harry Tornado is a perfect example. He sells a lot of stuff to people that support him through YouTube. So does Rally Roots. Yeah. And what's wrong with that? If you're doing your job and you have good stuff, who cares?
Right.
So you know, it's. I sell. I don't try to sell anything that you would buy at Walmart. You know, like this is like a Hawaiian shirt.
Yeah.
You know, which is actually, I think, made in.
Locomotion has vintage.
Yeah, made in Hawaii. You can see my feedback is $27.85. This has been one of the best things I've bought and done good on. And I bought over 200,000 cards. I didn't even I had the video, but I never dropped it. But this is an air card. This was a test card. See the language on the bottom? Yeah. And this is what the card shop had gotten. So you can't find the. I'm like, maybe there's one. I'm like the only listing on it. And I get about $22 a piece for those. And, you know, because I bought 200,000 cards at one time. Yeah. It's pennies.
Yeah.
You know? But I sell a variety of stuff. I didn't get lucky. I had a couple of these Squishmallows.
They're hard to sell on eBay. They do better on Amazon.
Yeah, but I was blocked, so I couldn't sell them there.
Yeah, a little bit sketchy on that.
Yeah, so at the end of the day, I mean, I don't have a lot of money into it.
Yeah, I got about 40 units I need to send in.
I mean, some of my listings here are cheap junky, but I was like, what the hell, I'll list them. You know, so I probably have about 30 listings that are only $2 stickers, but big deal. I sell a couple stickers here and there. Would I fill my store up completely with that? No. Once I would get that going, I would maybe do another store that would maybe be like baseball card related, and kind of just dump all that over there. You know, new shirts, poly bagged. These are golf shirts.
Nobody bought Betty yet?
You know what? I was at a one, and I said, to hell with it. I saw other people selling it for 12. If I make $5, I didn't care.
Right.
If you could see, I never had. That's all I have is one.
Yeah.
And I saw people that got on that right away and were buying them for what, $5-6 at the store and selling them for $25-$30.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I have a lot of sports.
That was a quick first in, get out. You know.
Yeah. Be the first, or going to be like me, the last. A lot of Sports Illustrated. I mean, like I said, a lot of stuff here is brand new. I mean, the Sudoku game. I gotta constantly, this is a business, and I got to do a better job, and really trying to. It's hard though when you're trying to do Amazon, you're trying to do YouTube, you're trying to do eBay, and then you're trying to do your own website, and you're trying to tie all this in together.
Do you end and relist?
I have, I have, but do I do it all the time? No.
I tried to get in the habit of doing that. Like
Barry walked me through it. Dusty used to do that a lot.
Yeah, I learned that from Dusty.
Yeah, Barry actually helped me walk me through to do it. And when I try
and do it like in brackets so that like there's days in between, and then like I try and do it before it hits the 30 days, and then I end it and then relist it. But
what I like about when
you have a lot of items.
what I like about the magazines and the postcards and the cards is they don't really take up a whole lot of space, and you could put them in a cabinet, and sometimes once you get them, I'm a little overpriced, but a lot of times like these are $19.99. But if someone offers me $15, that includes shipping, I'll sell it. Now, if I got to a point where I could sell them if someone would buy multiples, then I would get $8 to $10 a piece. I would sell some multiples. It's funny how some things you could have and you could sell them and have best offer, and people just pay you the full price.
Yeah, a lot.
Yeah, I'm like, wow. So
Well, it's
All right.
no different than the buy box on Amazon. You know, like people could get it probably cheaper, but they just hit buy now and go.
Yeah, I'm like, okay. And I mean, sometimes typically the stuff that I have listed on eBay, I'll typically take 10 or 20% below of what I have it listed for. And I sold a radio the other day that I got at the giant yard sale a couple months ago. Me and Jason Banana Finds were up in October up in upstate New York, and we went to that for like 2 days. And I've been selling some of that stuff. And I actually didn't. I recorded, but I didn't even edit a video with that stuff yet. But I picked up a Hello Kitty radio and sold it for $50.
Oh, nice.
That's the only thing I worry about now, though, is when you're basically connecting your YouTube to eBay. I worry that somebody. I see sometimes the hate that some of these other people are getting, like, oh, you bought it for $5 and you sold it for $1. So sometimes I don't know if it's good to reveal what you paid for stuff because, you get people that are like just hell bent on being mad at you because you made a little bit of money. They don't consider that.
Yeah, you don't think about that when you're shopping at the freaking store.
And you're the one out and got it and this and that. But yeah, I know they don't. So. Yeah. But I did feature every if anyone's interested in the future, again, it's $10 and we do these bi-weekly. Now the next show, if there's 5 weeks in a month, I'm only going to do 2 shows a month. I don't really want to go live much because lives they say hurts the channel. I'm trying to do more pre-recorded content and lives is a lot of time. Honestly, it's a lot of time and I kind of got caught up into that the first year wanting to do YouTube, sometimes spending too much doing lives and really needed to do a better job being a reseller. I think that lure of sometimes being a YouTuber, but unless you're lucky enough to get thousands and thousands of views, it's tough to make money doing YouTube. But I want to thank everyone for being here. I do appreciate it. I do appreciate the support. Again, the big announcement was and is that Ryan and Allie Rally Roots on Tuesday night at 8 o'clock. I will be chatting with them for an hour, an interview. And I greatly appreciate everyone that did stop by. Thanks, Phil and T, for the super chats. And Dave, thanks for joining me tonight. I appreciate it.
No problem.
Hang out a second in the green room. I'm going to end the broadcast. Sure. All right? Thank you.